Hello everyone, this is PJ with Grace Hollow Rabbitry. I know it's been a while since I've done an update. We didn't show June, July, and August, and I didn't breed in July or August. It was just too hot and just too stressful on the rabbits. We had some very hot and very humid days here, over 100 degrees, and I just wasn't going to breed in that, and it's too hard to travel when it's that hot. So, there hasn't really been a whole lot to update on. But in September, the fall show season started, so we have been to some shows. And I've done some breeding, which none of them's had kits yet. Yes, we did. We have one that has kits. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, today I'm going to go through and show you the babies. These are June and July babies. That's not quite ready for the show team yet, but they're almost there. Actually, I did show one of the baby juniors. He was 6 pounds 1 ounce, and I took him and I showed him, and he got really good comments. But anyway, we're going to go through the June and July babies, and then I'll go through the show team. I'm not going to go through the brood box and brood does today. I'm going to save that for another day. There's just so many rabbits to go through. If I tried to do everything, it'd take incredibly long. So anyway, let's look at the rabbits. The kits, I bring them out here at 12 weeks. I tattoo them and divide them up by sex, bucks and does. I try not to cage them together after 12 weeks. I have the cages marked, but some of them are fading, so some of this I'm going to have to go off of memory. Anyway, right here, we've already sold a couple of these bucks. We had, I think, 4 bucks in here. These two guys, I'm still holding back. I cannot keep both of them. One of them will be for sale. These are out of Sorrel and Ozark. And these guys are probably big enough. In 2 weeks, when I go to the show in Kansas, these guys will probably be ready to hit the team. I really like both of these bucks, and they've got really good color. I don't know if I'm going to show them both. I really like SO1B, which is this one in the corner, but I think this one has better color. Either way, they both got great color. I really haven't decided which one to show. I may show them both the first couple of shows and then decide. Next up, we have 2 young bucks out of Ink and Bloomer. Bloomer had a litter of 4. She had 2 bucks, 2 does. So far, every kit that has come out of this breeding has granded. So I'm probably going to hang on to these 2 guys for a while. But eventually one of them will be for sale also, and maybe both. It depends. I'm also wanting to keep a buck out of this next pen, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep 2 or not. We'll just have to wait and see. These guys here, there's 3 bucks. They are out of Incamina, and they were born in June. They were just over 6 pounds, and I took one of the guys last week, and he got some really good comments. He just lost the maturity. The thing is right now is they've been chewing on each other. Before I divided them up, I left the does in another pen and put these guys over here, and they were chewing on each other, and so their fur is just ferocious. This one and this one. This is the one I took to the show because his fur is actually pretty decent. This is the guy that I really like. But we're going to wait and see. And I will keep one of these 5 bucks, maybe 2. One out of each. We culled 22 rabbits out of June and July's that just didn't make the cut. They were ones that I wouldn't put on the show table, or they were disqualified for show for one reason or another. And I only have so many cages, so some of them just was culled because they didn't quite measure up to the ones that made the cut. So
These
let's
two bucks
continue.
are out of sorrel and she-devil.
And guys, the does, my red does, are already sold. I've got a list a mile long for red does and broken red does. I just really have my limit right now on show bucks, and plus I'm wanting to keep one out of Sorrel and Ozark. So both of these guys are going to be for sale, and I really like this guy. He's not very posed up right now, but I think he's a pretty typey buck. This guy is definitely bigger though, and not a bad type either. Is not marked, and that's fine. These two, they're horrible. I had 5 bucks in this litter, 3 broken, and these 2 blacks, and they have sprayed one another and chewed one another, and just horrible, horrible. So I pulled these 2 out and divided them up. One of these 2 guys are going to stay for a while. They're not for sale just yet. One of them, or maybe both of them, will be at a later time. I have 3 black bucks that I'm growing out to watch. These are 2 of them. I'd really like for them to grow their fur back and get in condition. I mean, look at these guys. They're sprayed, and they almost look red. They're just awful. But these guys I'm going to hang on to, hopefully show in the upcoming weeks. Once they molt out this fur and get in new fur, hopefully we'll be able to show them. And there's another little black buck on the other side. I showed last weekend, who did very well. We'll talk about him later. But these 3 black bucks I'm hanging on to for a little while. I breed mostly brokens. I do have black, but I don't keep a lot of black, and I don't show a lot of black. But these guys are ones that I'd like to see mature. And right here we have 2 does. This is the only broken red doe that I have as far as babies go. She's out of Bazooka Joe and Bella Vista. We're going to watch her and see how she matures. And then this girl is out of, I think she's out of Inca Mina. Yes, Inca Mina. And both of these girls were kindled in June. That's not correct. The broken black was kindled in June, and the broken red is a July baby. These are the 2 does out of Ink and Bloomer. They'll be staying here for a while. They should be getting close to the 7-pound mark, and so I'm going to start showing them soon. Both of these girls are very promising, and at some point probably one of these will be for sale, because I can't keep everything. But I am going to show them for a while. In this pen, we have a mix. The blue doe is pretty obvious, and she's coming up to say hello. She was the, okay, don't lick the lens. Oh, she fogged up the lens. Okay, well, she was the only surviving kit, if you remember, out of Allie. She was out of Allie and Kirby, the blue buck and blue doe. She will be staying. She'll go to the brood barn here probably in a couple of months. She can't be shown because she's blue. Now we can show her, let me rephrase that. She can be shown if the show secretary allows it. They're not recognized, so they cannot win legs, and they can't get their grand champion or anything like that. But you can take them in and show them and get what we call a $3 opinion. And I may do that with her for a couple of times. Then we have a broken black doe. Let's see, this one in the corner here is out of, I don't remember. I see the tattoo and I can't see the tattoo number. Well, one of them's out of Dixie. Yeah, this one is one of the ones that the label has faded. I can see the black doe, Dixie, and this one's the one that's out of Dixie. And I can't remember who she's out of. I think she might be out of Helena and Ink, perhaps. That's kind of what I have in my mind. And Dixie had 3 does, and I sold 2 because I had promised them. One of them I sold was a very nice doe, and I hated to let her go, but I had to make a choice, and so I kept this one. And here we have 2 bucks. We have one black buck and one broken buck, and these 2 are ones that I really hope turn out. I showed this guy last weekend in Waterloo, Illinois, and he took best opposite sex variety on both shows. And on the second show, he had gotten an honorable mention, and the judge had said that basically he lost on maturity. He was the one that I took last week, and he was 6 pounds 1 ounce. It has been a week now, and he is pushing 7 pounds, so I'm looking forward to breeding this guy, or not breeding, showing this guy. And this is his brother, Broken Black. He's ready to be shown, so he's going to hit the show circuit pretty soon. These guys are out of Dave and Bloomer. No, Dave and Biggers. Dave and Biggers. So these guys I'm looking forward to showing. Then, once again, here we go. We've got a fine mix here. We have these 2, the Charlie Blue and the Broken Blue is out of Jasper and Noble, and they were kindled in June. Both of these are bucks, and I'm growing them out. The Charlie buck will most definitely stay, and probably the Broken Blue too, because he's just a fine little fellow. And then here we have a heavy broken buck who is for sale, who's out of Carlisle and Fargo. And Fargo is a Bazooka Joe daughter. And these 2 ladies, we've got a Charlie Blue, who is a beautiful young lady. And then we have this blue doe here, and really, she is beautiful. She's had better hair days. The Charlie doe chewed the fur plumb off of this poor girl. She had a bald face and no sores. She just chewed her fur, and so her fur's half grown back. She looks a mess, but she's actually, when her fur is in, she's actually a very beautiful young doe. Both of these girls are Nellie and a Smith doe, or Smith buck. So they will be staying. Here's a young red buck out of Hoxie and Bazooka Joe, and I've shown him once. I wanted to take him last week to Illinois, but I ran out of carrier space. I can only take so many, so he didn't get to go last week. And in this pen, these are the 3 sisters to the 2 black bucks that I showed you. There are 3 broken does, broken black does, and they are out of Daisy and Biggers. Daisy's a grand champion, and Bigelow, not Biggers, Bigelow is also a grand champion. So these guys are dual grand champion parents. And so I'm going to let them grow out and show them. And I will probably keep one. And the others will have to find new homes at some point. But they will be joining the show team. Except one. There is one that will not be on the show team. But I'm watching her to see. She's got a phenomenal body type. This one in the corner. Let me see if I can get her to come forward. She has no nose marking, but she's got a phenomenal body type, so I'd really like to see how she turns out. But she will not join the show team. They're 3 broken brothers. And again, guys, these guys are just horrible. Look at them. They've been spraying each other and chewing each other. I broke the litter up. They're in my biggest grow out pens. And so I broke the litter up, left 3 bucks, and I put the 2 black bucks outside. But they're just awful. We will conclude today's video of the babies with Bigelow and Daisy's babies. And I've looked them all over. She had 8 babies, 3 broken does, the 3 broken bucks, and the 2 bucks that's outside. She kindled 8. She raised all 8, and I've looked at them. And other than the one that's DQ'd because of no nose markings, I'm excited to show them all. All 8 of them. I just can't wait to see what the judges say, because I really like them. And then, of course, I have some out of Inca Bloomer that I'm really excited about. And I have some out of Inca Mina I'm really excited about. And I have some out of Biggers and Dave that I'm excited about. My blacks, my broken blacks, these June and July babies that I've had, I'm really excited about all of them. I can't keep them all. I can't. But somehow or another, I have to scale down. I can't. I don't have the cage space. These guys really soon are going to need, especially the bucks, are going to need individual cages real soon. And I just don't have it. I'm just really excited about all of these. And I know I can't keep them all, but anyway, thanks for watching. And until we speak again, God bless. I'll get back with you with that show team. It's been a while since I've done an update. September was a very, very busy month. It was a busy month. We did not show June, July, and August, and I didn't breed June, July, and August. Well, yes, I bred in June. Yeah. Take 3.